India should be worried about what's happening in the Bangladesh. So let's see. Bangladesh is our neighboring country, and it is named as a second Pakistan. Though it is an underdeveloped nation, but still exports more than apparels than India. The high quality brands are still prefer Bangladesh as compared to India because of availability of the cheap labor. When protests started at the Shanbagh junction in Dhaka in the second week of the July, no one had idea that these student protests will turn Bangladesh into a bloody battlefield, claiming hundreds of lives, injuring over 8,000, and eventually grinding India's eastern neighbor to complete halt. So there might be a student protest which have led to a very vast and taken more than 100 of life and become a very large riot. Despite of the Supreme Court of the Bangladesh restoring the quota as per the previous norm, cancelling a High Court judgment that was triggered for the protest in the first place, things has far becoming normal. So the High Court might have changed the student quota percentage, but it was restored by the Supreme Court. But even after the restoration, the protests are not stopping and the people are not agreeing even the what they have before. Now they are demanding more. The protest which started as a small student gathering, engulfing the entire country into a time. People turned hostile, quickly forcing development of the military and the issuance of the shoot at the site order. Political party have seeking mileage out of the situation with aim of the and rule overthrowing the ruling Sheikh Hassan government which has been in power over the 15 years. Now the public is demanding to take away the ruling party which is led by the Sheikh Hassan government which was leading the country from the last 15 years similar to our nation like Modi 3 point government. Since so many were killed by the law enforcement agency, it was already difficult for to contain the anger vigilance of the people. This has been further fueled by the opposition party and the radical Islamic extremist organization. Definitely, when it comes to the political, the opposition will support the riots which are going to help them. Normalcy many to establish within the next few of the months, but way protests erupted and shook the entire country is worrying. It is a concern for the India as it is pertinent to deeply analyze the situation from the Indian perspective. What is the matter? The present Bangladesh government led by the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been quite supportive to India. Sometime that was evident after she cancelled her recent visit to China and expressed her desire to work with the India on the various projects. So we know that in the Asia, China is making the other countries of the Asia very friendly and capturing them using their dead track technique. But it is very can be a very negative impact on the India because if we loses the contribution with our neighboring country, then we cannot stand as a global power. Like we have lost the Maldives, we have lost the Pakistan, even the Nepal is doing meeting with the China now. But the current government of the Bangladesh was in the support of the India, but if it is taken down, the new opposition might not be favoring the India and will contribute more toward the China. At the same time, the opposition led by the Begum Khalida has been hostile to India and openly showcase their proximity to Pakistan and the China. Yes, the opposition is favoring more to the Pakistan and the China, both are rivals of the China. Strategically speaking, to the current protests have been eye-opening for the India and many threatening in the national security. History of the student movement in the Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, history of various students movement had been quite interesting. In 1917, the intensity and the speed at which these protests are spread over the Bangladesh is a matter of the serious concern. Islamic radicals, opposition, political parties, similar groups, and the even non-defensive organization joined it. The entire country was in the standstill and no in the purpose of the nation for 4,000 long kilometer border of the India. There were high chances that the fire could have spread to India too. This becomes further complicated in the light of the fact that the ruling party is one of the bordering Indian states actively supported these protests as against the official stand of the Indian government. Further, the protests have may inspire a possible anti-reservation movement in the India where the reservation quota has exceeded a 50% and some voices in India are demanding the merit-based selection in the Indian jobs. So the states which shares the border with the Bangladesh are the West Bengal and the Arunachal Pradesh, Assam also. So there might be government has implemented a quota giving jobs to these government only, these person only. The 1990 mass Islamic Charter Shibir was a student willing to radical Jama in nearby all the major protests in the Bangladesh ever since the country was formed have been led by the students and hence the current quota protests led by the small student organization cannot be brushed under the carpet. So the current protest is against the quota fixed by the Bangladesh government and the students want that the selection should be based on the skills rather than the quota. Threat of the military, rise of the non-state, possibility China influence. China always wanted to have stronghold in the backyard of the India, hence facilitating many schemes to win the hearts and the minds of the Bangladesh citizens. Historically, China has a very close relationship with the opposition party. China is the biggest trade partner of for the country. It accounts for only 32% of the all over the imports. Currently, Bangladesh government is trying to be part with the China, which was evident from the recent statement of the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, and she would prefer India to do projects with than China. When the current events are viewed from the prism, there are speculation that China may influencing the aim of installing a government for the choice in the Bangladesh. Such member. Yes,